Howdy y'all, it's TheModernNative. This is Native. We're sitting on the trail in the magic signal spot. Like literally 10 feet in either direction, almost no signal. Right here, full bars. So how's everybody doing? We're doing one final push, trying to get some donations before our phones go off to at least keep mine on. Got some stuff in the works, but we'll see what actually pans out in time. So we'll see. I didn't know if I was going to be able to go live today. I didn't know if I was going to have enough battery when I woke up, if I was going to be able to get a charge done fast enough and come up here. So that's why yesterday was labeled as possibly the last one. But remember, home is where the campfire is. I love this bottle. Look, I'm surprised. I only had one person pop in right at the start, right as it happened. As soon as it popped up, now. Usually in the first 2 minutes, I at least got somebody. But we're just going to hang out and chill out on the trail. Last night, actually, just after I ended my live, uh, right there was a badger. Turned right around and there he is. I actually spooked him with the walkie when I was talking to the wife. We both looked at each other like, "What shit, man? I didn't even know you were there." And he takes off into the woods and I'm listening to all the other ones crawling around. Oh man, there's a family out here. The biscuits and gravy that was filmed the other day, and I had it unlisted for a little bit for those on my Patreon. They got to watch it, and then I set it as public and let it go this morning. So if it seems a little weird with the timing, that's why. It's gonna be the only thing is doing that when I'm talking to the on video, like it's gonna be uploaded that day, and then it's not uploaded for a little bit. People are gonna be like, "Wait, that was like 2 weeks ago." Yeah, yeah, it was. How's it going? Says we got one joined in. Oh, somebody liked the photo. I recognize the name, I just can't think who it is. Somebody named Richard. I relaced my boots and realized that the ones I was using, one is paracord, one is actual boot lace. They're from full size, like almost shin high boots. So I've actually got to knot this like 8 times just to make sure it's not dragging around. It's crazy.
He's never gonna run out of paracord now.
Hey, you're not a true survivalist unless your shoelaces are paracord. Oh yeah, yeah, I saw that post. It's a big bobcat or a mountain lion. I can't remember. I am live right now. I don't need a broadcast invite. Hanocha, Hanocha, that fucking app that I was trying to see what it would be like. It's like a copy TikTok. I should have put challenge week. I'd have to end this, delete it, go back in, edit it, put it back up, go back in. And usually when I do that, nobody shows up for the second one because they've already been notified of the first one. So unfortunately, realized today that we are almost out of rations. We have some dry goods that we could stretch, but this just isn't going to be a fun. And that's about what we have left this week. But the dogs have more. Well, yeah, it's intended, but it just gives them an idea. Yeah. Uh, Checked our rations and realized we're a lot lower than we intended to be. Realized that all we have is dry beans for protein now, which sucks. Although the wife did get to try my fish cakes, and she actually does like them. I take canned salmon, I take a spoonful of it, and I put it inside of some dough. I fold it over like a Asian dumpling, and then I fry that in the pan, and it came out pretty good. Tastes like fish sticks. Right?
Yeah, yeah. Fantastic. Never expected to like it. I do crab cakes and stuff like that, but I never really had salmon cake. I had catfish cake, but it wasn't in a can. It was a pretty gross cat that was breaded before I put
So it's pretty much the same idea. And I do have the StreamYard link there, so that way friends of mine can come up and hang out. Figure I haven't done that in a while. And I did realize last night I forgot to do a code word for the first live stream I did up here. Forgot to do a code word that day. You were in a lot of pain. It was, and also when you walkied me, I think it was right about the time I was going to do it, but I totally forgot about it. And then I put the code word in last night, and it was missed in my SSPD because I missed the code word the first time. So I put that there so you could remember to remind me that I missed it first time. Oh. CDC warns of rare disease. Oh, what else is new? Figure. How's it going? Says we got two hanging out now. Thanks for being here.
I'm just carving. Sitting here. Hard to carve. I've been working on something. A little project.
Okay. Yeah, see, you always make me nervous with that. I swear I'm gonna look back and she's gonna be like, I cut myself and
No, I hit my knuckle.
yeah, with a razor blade.
On the wood. This is my fine.
But I mean, for fun, I'm open to the challenges that people were thinking of yesterday. Should play Truth or Dare.
Yes. I want to be a kid again. Let's play Truth or Dare.
Also, one of the updates we're thinking, I'm trying to find a ride for her so that way she can go down ahead of me because this hike just is going to be too much, too long.
I don't have.
And we don't have enough rations to get all four of us down there on the hike. So me and Creature are going to hike the whole way, her and Monster. We're trying to find a ride for her so that way she can get down to Ohio, hang out with friends, get some work going, so that way she can send me funds and I can keep the rations going, which that'll be fun, hiking this distance with just me and my boy. I'm gonna have to walk into stores with him, and luckily I got the collar and it says "in training" on the side, so nobody can really give me crap for him because he is in training to be a service dog. Because eventually I'll need one. So he is my life companion. He goes everywhere with me. So pretty much a
Actually,
service dog.
that's nice.
Oh, Dakota added to her story in the first time. Did I tell you I have a Lakota on my friends list? His name is Lakota, not just the tribe.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool.
What? But everyone wants to name their kid.
Bombs away. I'm happy I've been finding new feathers. The wife found her feather headdress that she added to her hat. I love that thing.
I got so.
Yeah, dead skull on there. Oh, jeez. Keep running. Yeah. Seeing myself yawn in the camera is how I'm making it contagious.
Yeah, probably, yeah. So who's hanging out?
Says two. One keeps popping in and out. But I do have a feeling it's somebody who's blocked.
You shouldn't be able to watch it.
Well, I don't care. Watch all you want. If you're blocked and you can't chat because you said or did something that I don't want on my channel, but you can give me your watch time all you want. And if you're just watching to watch, like I get it, people do that all the time. Some people are working while they're watching, so they can't actually comment or do anything. It's just moved on to the next video, and I was the suggested one. So I've had that happen more than a few times. Somebody could pop in and be like, "Oh, I was just listening to something else, and you popped up." It's totally cool. These YouTube is suggesting me. No. I have to get back to that. He asked, "How big is the dog, and how big are the bags?" He wants to know how much space is going to be, depending on what he's grabbing.
Yeah.
Ooh. So hopefully we finding a ride for the wife, and she'll be able to get down to south before me. Because I'm determined to do this hike.
And I won't.
So if we can get her farther south first, and then I can just do the hike, do the cleanup, do the adventure, and everything else. All that fluff and stuff. Good day, good day. How's it going?
Hiya.
Haven't seen you around in a while.
I have not. I see you post up on my YouTube. I just can't never watch it. I never have enough data or enough service or enough battery.
And I've turned notifications on for you like 3 times, and every single time it gets turned off, or I don't actually get the notification. I think YouTube is like, dude, you have too many channels with too many notifications. If I turn them all on for you, your phone will never shut up.
Probably.
So like if people upload on a regular basis, I don't get notifications. They know, like YouTube knows I'm just gonna go in and check their channel. But if it's people who update very, very sporadically, they'll give me a notification. She said, "Yeah, mate, mine is the same." Yeah, it's how they are now with everybody. They keep turning off our notifications. They keep not notifying people. Oh, it's all the adjustments they're doing. I've been trying to stay regular and update as much as I can with our phones going off here. I'm trying to do some fundraising to get the last of the funds to be able to keep our phones on, or at least mine. But especially if we're going to separate, we need both of them. But I'm hoping we can raise enough funds to keep our phones on. I got a couple of things in the works, but I'm not sure how long it's going to take for them to come through.
A couple days, maybe.
Well, it's just depending on what it is. The Facebook fundraiser takes 5 days or more. So, I mean, regardless, anything through that is going to take a while. Rustic, how's it going? Thank you for the like and the share. And I appreciate it if you could hang out for 5 minutes and give me that time. It looks better on the analytics. How's everybody been doing? It says we got 4 now. It was 5 a second ago. Yeah.
Getting knocked out by
Rockin' Or, how's it going? Said good day, natives, and all that fluff and stuff. Good day, good day. So it's 4 o'clock in our afternoon is when I'm catching all of you guys waking up in the morning to hop up on YouTube and say hi. It seems to be the pattern.
or around there.
Awesome, Rustic. I appreciate that. Where
my leg is numb. I was sitting on my leg.
like I said, we're trying to do some fundraising so that way we can keep our phones on.
This is most important right now because that's kind of how we make money more than I make from mine. But we're separating. Having both of our phones on is kind of a necessity.
So well, we've been pushing that and trying to raise some funds that way. That's why we have the PayPal and the Lassiter's Gold Brief. Oh, that's awesome. Fluff and Stuff said, Rockin' Or, I made a video of Lassiter's Gold Brief just for you, mate. It's awesome. So that's why we got our Cash App and our PayPal scrolling across the bottom. We actually have my Cash App and her Cash App. Obviously, mine's the first one, TheModernNative. It'll come through directly while we're streaming, so I can give you a thank you directly. I like doing that. I like when it pops up and I can scroll down, see the name, see who donated, and be able to give the shout out. Campfire stories. So, yeah, you guys missed it. I said it a minute ago, but right behind where the wife is, a little bit down that way, I was on live stream and I was doing some last minute checks, and then I turned around and my light swung around and a badger's looking at me. We both looked at each other like, shit, dude, you spooked me. He ran off the trail and I was frozen for a minute because I didn't want to spook anything else that might be a little too close. So I started doing my scan, started listening. I was like, there's a bunch of little ones moving around, but nothing big. I'm okay. Oh, you got campfire stories going now? Oh, that's cool. I mean, that's kind of what we do a lot of times too. So Sapphire says, hey, dare y'all's IZZ. What?
Wait, huh? I sleeping? That what ZZ means?
Oh, it's one word, IZZ. How's it going, everybody? The wife is just behind the camera now.
I'll be back over there in a second when I'm done.
Yeah, it was a badger. It was right about there. and he had the silver line across his face, and he was all sorts of spiky. At first, I thought he was a porcupine, and I looked at the tail, and it was super flat and just behind him. It wasn't like a beaver tail, or it wasn't super spiky like a porcupine. It was just a badger, and he waddled away from me.
I love when they waddle.
Yes, I love the waddle.
Let's not
Sweeney's Creek Farm, a big day from Central Victoria, Australia. Hope everyone is well. We're doing all right. We're running a fundraiser to try to be able to raise enough to keep our phones on, at least mine for right now, and then I can work on keeping hers on. Because we're planning on separating here. Gonna have her try to get a ride to go down to Ohio or farther before me, so she can get settled down there and get some work and start funding me on my way down, so I can continue hiking with Creature and be able to go down that way, clean up the trail as I go. I started a fundraiser for cleaning up the trail because it's going to take some supplies, and I need some people to volunteer to come up and meet me at certain spots so I can hand them a whole bunch of garbage that we're pulling out of here and let them take it out to the dump and stuff like that. The Ebonic spelling. The Whitsundays, Queensland. Central Victoria, too. Nice. Lots of friends, lots of Australian friends. I definitely appreciate it.
Good day. I love it. I would love that good day.
So how's it going, Sapphire? Waiting to see somebody pop up.
Hello. Hello.
Very awkward, just sitting in the middle of the trail. Yeah, it's the only spot that actually has enough to live stream. Uh, I can't remember. What part of Ohio we're going to? Do you remember? I don't remember the name of the town.
It was right above Columbus. Or right below Columbus.
Roughly around Columbus. All that fluff and stuff. Yeah, it's Aussie heavy in here. Woohoo! Yeah. Hey,
Honestly, if I can really get anywhere is down south. I have different family in different places.
like our plan is to go and hang out with Survival LT. He's in Ohio, somewhere around Columbus. I actually got to go back through and look at messages and see exactly where it is again. But we're trying to find her a ride down there, and if life happens, whatever else, if that's no longer an option, she'll continue farther south or wherever she can, and it'll be easier for her to find work and settle and things like that. Digger X is in Akron, Ohio, and it sucks. Man. Oh.
Is there work?
LT said that there was quite a bit of work to be had down there, so that's why we're heading in that direction. But also, he said that he would keep an eye on the dog while she was working, so that way he doesn't cause issues. He's got some separation anxiety, but if he's got someone to just throw him a toy, play with him, just be like, "Hey, I'm still here, asshole! Quit whining." He'll settle down and just relax. They're just used to us coming up here now, so we're listening. But for the most part, after we walk away and they, "Hey, where are you guys going?" I just hit the walkie and I'm like, "Guys, we're not going anywhere. Just relax, lay down." And then they go and lay down and they're fine. But yeah, we're trying to find a ride for her so that we can get her out of here.
It's just gonna be easier to do it this way.
See, I'm pretty sure he's talking about somewhere around Columbus in the country. Like there's farms and stuff like that. So it's not like one of the cities or nothing. And she'll still be camping. She'll just be camping by herself. That ought to be fun to share on your channel. You will by that point, regardless.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're running a little bit of fundraising, trying to get up enough to be able to afford at least my phone for now, so I can keep working to try to get her phone on. Because they go off the same day, but right now mine is the absolute priority. It's the only way we can communicate and network and everything.
And get more money through Patreon.
Oof. Rustic Outdoors. I'm still here watching, listening while I clean my tackle bag. It's ripped up. That's shitty. I left my tackle bag behind because I didn't get a new fishing license. It just wasn't in the budget. So if it comes down to it, I'll just have to do some survival fishing and, make my own rigs and stuff like that. So it's not a big deal, but I'm not going to have any of the gear on me and have them be like, oh, you don't have a fishing license. No, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I hear.
I haven't had an appetite. I haven't been able to.
Hear that coming from behind me, and I'm like, is that a bear? Or is that your stuff? But I did finally update the thank you on the bottom. So might as well just shout out a thank you to my patrons: Farmer Jack, Cynthia, Smoked Out 420, D-Man 50, Pat, and one anonymous. I can't do this without you guys. But I mean, some people had some fun yesterday. The Ohio Grassman. Who's that? Like, I feel like I've heard of him, heard of that, but I've. Ooh, chili. Chili.
My hands go ice. Like super fast because of my anemia.
Oh, Bigfoot. The Ohio Grassman is Bigfoot. I'm not really worried about Bigfoot. Me and Bigfoot would be best friends if he ever showed himself. And it's like, I believe he's out there. I do. I'm just not one of these fanatics who thinks that he wants gifts and sacrifices and he sings to you and makes appearances. No, this dude, if Bigfoot exists, he is scared as shit because people shoot at anything that moves, and he knows people suck. So that motherfucker's hiding.
Which means he's been around for a while and he knows how bad humans can be.
So he knows to hide and hide well and stay hidden and not trust anybody who's like, oh, I'll feed you, I'll leave you gifts. No, that's not a Bigfoot stealing those gifts because he's smart enough to know that he needs to stay the fuck away from humans because humans suck.
And that's just being truthful. That's not like being, oh, you people suck. No, it's humans in general as a race suck. I'm down, Betsy. I haven't been able to eat, so my stomach's
down, beast.
She's not reacting well. I actually only ate like
a half a fish cake.
Half.
Actually, a whole fish cake.
Yeah, technically, because I had a half and then I had the other half. Even that I didn't finish the other half of.
Yeah. That's been the biggest problem is she hasn't been eating all that well. So I already know that when we get into mileage, it's going to really hurt her. So that's why we're trying to find a ride for her so she can get down there and I can keep on going and clean up the trails and share all this adventures with you guys. And she can be comfortable just somewhere a little bit warmer. No, doesn't have to hike. And she can settle into a job and get a vehicle going, get
I'm
supplies.
I'm a saver, so I will literally not spend anything until he gets there, so that way we can put it all together, except sending him money. That's
Yeah.
literally all I'm gonna be doing and buying a dog because I can survive eating nothing. Like, and I have. I've gone days without eating.
I mean, you probably
It's
end up eating the same rations that I'm making up that I'm sharing on my channel. Knowing you. Rustic Mate, thank you so much for sharing out my campfire story of the Aussies outback in Midway. Well, I believe Rustic got that. I'm not sure entirely what, like, I got most of what you said there, Fluff and stuff. Some of the Aussie lingo throws me sometimes. And also, of course, autocorrect, the way texting goes. But I appreciate everybody hanging out, being here, all of our Aussie friends and everything else. We had 11 for a second. Oh, nice. Good little group going. Happy about that. Rustic sharing out Fluff and stuff story. What are Min Min lights? Is that like the northern lights, but the southern lights? Yeah, I figured that's what that said. And Digger X, if I'm hoping to try to pan some stuff on the way down. There's some up here, but oh, aliens. Okay. uh, there's gold up here in streams and stuff like that, but New York owns all of the mineral rights. So even in your own private property, in your own backyard, you don't own anything that's in the ground. You pull up gold, New York owns that. And you got to make that, you got to petition them to be able to release it so you can own it or so you can get it. But otherwise, it's theirs. Kind of stupid. Have you seen the Dan or Kid? I have a feeling you're talking to Rockinor. Says we got 10 hanging out. Besides everybody who's chatting, say hi, ya. Let me know you're hanging out. Let me know you're here. We're doing some fundraising, trying to get enough together to keep our phones on. I'm waiting to hear back. Somebody said they were going to float me like 25 bucks. So I'm going to need about 25 more to be able to keep my phone on if they come through. Otherwise, I'm going to need about 50. I was pretty sure I've seen one alien floating orb light out in Washington. It came across the sky, zigged, zagged, and then shot straight down. And I have no idea why that happened. But it didn't act like a plane. It didn't act like a helicopter. It left, right, left, down. And I was like, what the fuck? And it moved so fast. It covered so much distance that it just didn't make sense. But there was no sound to it. Like, there was no motor. There was no. anything. I would love to do some diving and find some buried treasure or a sunken ship with gold on it, something. Even a single doubloon. I'd love to hold a doubloon. Rustic. It was a hummingbird. Yeah, a few hundred feet in the air and a glowing ball of light. Maybe. Maybe it was Tinkerbell. Maybe she was looking for Peter.
Still looking for a Peter.
Oh. I'm sorry if you hear any ticking or snapping. Quitting cigarettes has been very tough, so I've actually been like picking at sticks. It was on fire. Hey, you never know. Washington was where somebody set that dog on fire, which I still can't believe somebody did that. They got him though, thankfully. Freaking dope fiend. See, Digger X, it's I'd probably only ever use a pan anyway, but even here in New York, like it doesn't matter what you use, how you get it, anything. If you pull up a natural gem, stone, gold, precious metal, anything, anything out of the ground, New York owns it, no matter where it came from. You have to get special releases and special rights and fill out paperwork and pay fees. Then they want a cut of anything that you pull out, and they want X amount of income from it each year. So it it's just almost not even worth it to try to pan for gold or hunt for gold. Shit, I think technically, even if you're using a metal detector in New York, you're pulling it out of the ground. New York owns it.
Yeah, yeah, New York. They own all gold.
Well, I mean, it's all mineralized rocks, minerals,
yeah,
gold, precious metals.
yeah, yeah, pretty much. New York is a
Yeah. Nice. All that fucking stuff really been pumping out. Because now,
yeah.
like, I've started a trend with because I've they see how much I'm in their upload amounts. I'll take full credit for that. Our content inspired some people.
God, I wish it was like that.
Standing on gold in a creek.
For those that it's coming out in our hands, but we're caught with it. That's like $1,000 fine.
Yeah, it's robbery from the state.
Yeah.
But that's why one plan I had, if I ever decided, if I found a lot of gold someplace in New York, one of my plans was I was going to go around to a bunch of the garage sales and stuff and get people's old jewelry and melt it down and just mix the natural gold I found in with the gold that I was melting down. And prove where I found it. It grew 3 ounces. Prove where I found it. Oh man, it says we only got 5 hanging out now. And I know there's a few people in here who donated before, and I appreciate everybody's previous donations, and we do have it written down in the notebook. We are saving them all up, and I'm keeping track of everybody who donates, and definitely going to be paying it back and forwards. I like that phrase because so many times people put things into the world and they don't get it back. Well, I want to make sure that everything people have put towards me, they get back. So you got to be careful doing that sometimes, because if you cross the state line with it, now you're importing an illegal good.
Mm-hmm.
So now if I found gold where you're just at right now at this moment, I would pack up and go to a whole different state so I could sell it. And now you're a
I asked. Fayette County,
okay, yeah.
call it Washington Courthouse, Ohio. So apparently it's called Fayette County,
Yeah, Digger
but
X.
they call it Washington Courthouse, Ohio.
well, it wouldn't be the first time that I would have been importing something I shouldn't.
Naughty, naughty. Mm-hmm. Import me something. I
Yeah.
don't have any nice things anymore. My head's the nicest thing I have.
Yeah, we literally downsized everything we could, and then some.
I was gonna say, and then some, and then some.
Bush Ranger style.
And you can't reply while we're this.
I can, but it messes up so much that I don't want to risk it. I mean, I might go live for just a little bit more, cut it, go down, charge up a little bit. We'll give everybody time and come back up for the later group of people.
Yeah. Because I might.
So I guess that's the area we're headed towards, Digger X. Like I said, we're trying to find the wife a ride, so that way it's just easier. I'm doing this whole hike. You know, I started the series walking from New York to Georgia for a piece of pizza. Now I'm adding in cleaning up the trails on the way through. I'm doing this. That's not going to change no matter what. I don't care if I'm walking barefoot because I ran through my shoes, which I already had in one pair. I'm gonna get this done. It'll just be easier and better for the wife if she doesn't have to go the whole distance with me. On my ultra through hike, it was never the plan for her to come with. She was just meant to leapfrog, but we couldn't get things set up in time. Ran out of time, and so yeah.
Now we're running out of food. We're
Running out of service.
Yeah. Like we without a doubt need his phone on. Without a doubt.
Because I mean, I
can deal with it for a couple more days.
I can't even access my freaking Cash App or my PayPal or anything without my phone. So even if people donated after my phone was off, I wouldn't know until I chose a day to walk down to the store, walk that extra 10 miles, and hope something's there. But logistically, things just kind of fell apart a little bit. We had a month's worth of food, lost half of it because of rain damage. So that's why we're kind of tight right now on food and supplies. I took the dog
I was pretty sure you did.
to let him help himself. Because the one time we were up here, somebody helped himself to our venison treats that we had set off to the side, and I came back to a bunch of fat boys.
So Monster took his
Hey, Bud Files, how's it going? And Rockinor, I was told somebody is going to send me 25, but that hasn't come through yet, and I haven't heard anything. We need 100 in total to keep both phones on.
We do the 2 for 1. It's cheaper, it's easier, and we get both phones on at the same time.
I don't even think he knows what Straight Talk is, being from
Oh
Australia.
wait, I don't. Wait, do you guys have Straight Talk in Australia? I don't even know. I thought Straight Talk was like worldwide kind of thing. So I don't know.
Yeah, Digger X. I'm going to be starting on the North Country Trail, which gets me right there to Columbus, and then I'll be going through the Ohio toll path, all the trails and stuff that are down there. But yeah, Rock and Ore, it's just to keep mine on. I need about 50 to keep both of them on. We need 100. If we're going to separate, we need them both on. But right now, I just need to keep mine on.
It's only for a few days, and I can get mine on.
And hopefully, one of the things that is going to pay you will pay out soon. We're doing a bunch of different things. We're on a bunch of different services and platforms and stuff like that, all of which will eventually pay us. It's just reaching the threshold and reaching the requirements. Just like YouTube. I'm not monetized yet because I need to wait for them to decide that I'm worth it, which means I need 4,000 watch hours now. And with some of my best videos that I released last year coming through and coming up on their 365-day mark, I am quite short on my watch hours because they're ticking off almost faster than I'm getting them back. Unfortunately. Oh man, ticking down to 3. Yeah. But yeah, Digger X, I'm going to be trying to figure out how to connect the North Country Trail to the southern side of Ohio to get to Atlanta, Georgia. Because that's the end goal for this hike. The southern direction hike, the end goal is Atlanta, Georgia. So I can be there in time for Eric to have his world's largest pizza party with the world's largest pizza. So I can go down there and get a piece of that, be there for that awesome, awesome event. That'd be a great thing to experience. And that's an awesome story. I got a piece of the world's biggest pizza. I was there at the world's largest pizza party. That's something awesome to be able to say. Especially because I've almost, like, besides the fact that, like I said, I've tried to throw a birthday party every year and no one's ever shown up. I've also only ever been invited in one party, and that was John Donovan's his birthday party at his lake, at his pond with the ice skating. I stayed the night with him. I spent the night there. I loved his gerbil. It was the first time I saw a gerbil. Or not a gerbil, chinchilla. That's right. I appreciate it, bro. I'm trying to figure out, like, which paths I need to go through. Luckily, if it's just me and the boy, I'll be able to scout a lot easier because I can just have everything with me. So if I happen to pick the right path the first time, I can be like, "Woo, I'm there." Once I get to the NCT, it'll be really easy because I stay on that from New York all the way down. It's just finding places to camp on the NCT is going to be the hard part.
There are camp spots.
Oh yeah, there are, but I'm just. Sorry, whenever I sit here and I'm on a live, for some reason, it really makes it hard. I really want a cigarette.
Then it makes it suck even more because whatever money we get is going to your phone. So
Well, yeah, but I'm not planning on getting cigarettes anymore. It's just dealing with the junk.
you've been doing
I've been trying, and I've been trying not to bite her head off for it. Thank you, Rockanor. Wait for you to come back so I know you're here.
oh, so you might have to tell him.
No,
You might not even know.
no.
Oh,
It'll tell you right on what it converts to. Digger said, "Awesome. I wish you both best of luck." When I was talking about the pack,
oh
the
yeah.
SCP. Ow. Oh, my hip.
Staring at. There's this little chipmunk that keeps following me and him everywhere. He's on that rock right.
He's right there.
I got a pretty awesome video of back at camp. Came right up to me.
I love if he came up and danced on. I would have got Chunker. Almost ready for dinner. He didn't like I called him Chunker.
He called him Chunker and he was like, I'm out. I keep having to get up. My butt keeps going numb.
It's alright.
My legs keep going all things.
So it says we still got two hanging out.
over the.
Hi.
He's all of a sudden
Peekaboo.
peeked over the rock.
What's up? You can come and visit.
He's so creeping and watching me.
All you see is a head.
No, yeah.
Oh, he said what kind of dog? How big?
I don't tell people his breed because they
Yeah, but if we don't and he sees him, he didn't say he was a pit bull.
but he's not.
He's not. He's a pit.
He's a mutt.
Yeah.
And he's my sweet, sweet baby. If he's nice and doesn't try to command. He will not listen to him.
Oh, he won't listen to anybody but me.
Well, he'll listen to me now. And he does. He listens to me a lot more now.
Have a great day, guys. I got to take my doggy for a walk. He has to go poop.
Well, I don't know what to tell you about
Thanks. Thanks,
that.
Digger X. You have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. Go let your doggy poop.
We'll be back on in probably a couple hours or so.
Yeah, I'm probably going to end up doing another live. This one was really slow, but I mean, we did get something. I definitely appreciate it. Rockinor, if you pop back in, if you can hear me, I definitely appreciate it. We saw that you donated. Definitely appreciate you. You're one of our repeat donors. I got to add that note onto your name in the book. Definitely appreciate you. Ah, there you are. Thank you, Rockinor. Definitely appreciate it. I'm still trying to figure out the Australian dollar to the American dollar conversion rate. Because whenever you send it, it's always cents. And I'm like,
Yeah, it's
I'm trying to figure out
yeah.
like what the actual range change is. When did you look at that?
I'm about to. That's exactly what I
Click the right thing.
was. Every time my phone moves, I click the wrong button.
But it still says we got two hanging out. Not sure who it is. Besides, obviously, Rockin' R. Maybe Rustic is still listening while he's messing with his fishing bag. Or Fluff and Stuff might still be around. Who knows? Oh, yeah, see, it cost us like 40 AU to give you 25. That's what I was wondering, because it came through as like 25.74. I thought maybe it was 30 that you had to send, and that was the conversion. But eesh, 40 to 25? Ouch. That's definitely rough. But at least it does convert it to the American dollar for me, because when I get sent euros or AU or something, and it's not automatically converted, it's going to stick around as that, and I can't actually spend it directly. So I'm happy that when like you or somebody else sends me something in another currency, PayPal switches it automatically, or you switch it before you send it to me. I'm not sure, but either which way, it comes through as American. I can actually spend it.
Yeah.
67 cents to the dollar.
That's insane. That's so robbing you guys. That's robbery.
Ish. Well, I definitely appreciate it, like even more so because that's what you guys have
Yeah.
to go through to do
Oh
that. I
yeah.
definitely appreciate it. That's just nuts, though. So it says we got four hanging out now. All that fluff and stuff and rockin' or. But I definitely appreciate you. Did you want to go check on the boys? Or
I was gonna go in a second.
because I'm gonna water nature. So, well, you're walking away, I'll water nature. So two conflicting sounds. Yes, but Fluff is like, yeah, but if you came over to Australia, you'd get extra money for your dollar, 1.4 times more. Yeah, so I
That's
mean,
crazy.
that makes it a great place to
I
go on
mean,
vacation.
I've
But
always wanted to go to
me
Australia.
too.
I
Me
I
too.
would love to live in Australia. Like, no
Well,
lie, that's one of the places I've always wanted to live.
from
I'd
what I
feel at
can
home.
tell, though, from what I can tell, maybe living there isn't the best idea, but visiting definitely is great.
I mean,
I,
anywhere's better than New
I've
York,
heard
you
I've
know?
heard quite a few different things about how hard it is to be a resident there, like what it is like to live there. Shit,
Well, I mean, kind of sucks no matter where you live at this point.
pretty much. I mean, it's a long walk, though. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, yeah, and a good hop and skip and swim and drown.
I mean, if I walked all the way south, made it to South America, took a ferry ride from Chile, I could get there pretty easily. Hop on a boat in Chile and just go across. because I do believe Chile is closer to Australia than Hawaii is, and trying to get to Hawaii is expensive. But I could walk to Chile. She said when the English come over here from England, it's 2.5 times more.
Oh, I mean euros, AU. Yeah.
And then no pounds. Remember,
Oh, that's right. That's
they
right.
Brexit. And Fluff says, "I wouldn't live anywhere else in the world, mate." And Rock and Order said, "Me either, mate." Like I've heard different things. Like somebody was complaining about the government or whatever else that you guys have down there or the way they do it. But I've always wanted to go. And honestly, out of any other country, that's where I see myself trying to get residency. Like, I'll do a dual citizenship between Australia and the US. That'd be fun.
That'd be wicked.
But I will be back in a moment. I have to go water some trees.
I wasn't walking. Oh,
I don't have to.
I'm sorry. Just go a little bit down the hill. My bad. I had to think about it like that. Everyone just staring my lower half. Yeah, I saw what you did. What you were doing.
Of being king of the hill.
And I love the country too. As we can clearly see.
Oh,
I am the country.
no. I love my country.
Oh. Small lettering, couldn't see that far. And I have goggles on my face and stuff.
Yeah, true. Yeah, the
Oh,
government's
yeah, yeah.
fucked, but isn't any government in any country? That's a good point. Although, if people actually paid attention, our government shouldn't be fucked up as it is because we have the power. We have the choice. We control it. If people just stood up and said enough is fucking enough, and enough of us agreed, we could change it. But nobody wants to agree with anybody. So nothing's going to happen until a certain voice stands up and shouts loud enough for everybody to hear. Foreshadowing. That's some foreshadowing in real life right there for you. I mean, we're coming back up
It's a survey thing.
to something that.
Well, no, it is working. I just need to reach a certain amount.
So again, Rock, I definitely appreciate it. And it says we still have 4 hanging out. I'm not sure who the 4 is. My phone is at 54% though. So probably going to have to cut this shortly. But we're at an hour now. So I mean, that was a good stream. I was hoping some more people would pop in. I was hoping 318 million people in the States and only 25 million. Now, were you saying OUS and it autocorrect it to Oz? Gotta love autocorrect. It won't even accept the abbreviation of your country. I mean, seeing how y'all are the only ones that were hanging out the whole time, might as well call it. The code word for this live stream for my replay champions, if you're watching this on the replay and you've stuck around this far, you want to let me know that you are a replay champion, put it down in the comment sections, capital A, capital U, capital S. AUS. That's your code word. I know it's just letters, but that's your code word. Because it was an Aussie day. Hanging out with my Aussie friends. And this thing. So that's your replay champion code word. If you are watching this on the replay and it's after 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can put in AUS in the comment section and I'll know you are a replay champion. No cheating, Silver Serpent. You know what I wish? I wish when you spoke someone's channel name, it would pop in as a tag. Like when I say we're going down to Georgia to go see Eric on his world's largest pizza party, I wish it would say at Eric and tag him, be like, someone mentioned you in a video. Yeah, fluff and stuff. When I drop the code word and someone's been hanging out with me through the thing, as soon as I end it, they'll go into the comments and they'll be like, code word. That's cheating because you didn't watch it on the replay to get the code word. You were in it. But people really want to be involved, so I like to mess with them. Be like, hey, that don't count. You cheated. But I mean, we're down to 2. And I haven't seen anything else come through. I haven't seen anybody else pop in. So I'm probably going to end it here in a moment. I just always like to hesitate for another minute or so. Alrighty. You ready to go? Yeah. So until next time, remember to get out there, be a native, go beast.